Yeah, let's do the mailbag question before we get to the reads, and then we can get into Goon, because it was just an interesting question, and I think I know the answers to it, but it came from a listener, Gary Litka. Says, quick question for Bill and Charlie. Does Kolosov's agent risk being disciplined or decertified by the NHL if he advises or works to get Kolosov another deal while he's under contract with the Flyers?
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know the answer to this. I would assume there's probably something in the CBA to govern it. I don't want to just be guessing and saying, well, this is like what it is. My assumption, and this is just a guess, usually KHL players have multiple agents.
Yes.
They have an agent for their European side, and then they have an agent for their North American side. My guess, and this is just a guess because this is the first time I've really seen this question, is that Kolosov would let his KHL agent negotiate the contract and get the commission. He would not have his North American agent do it, because I do suspect that, yeah, the NHL would frown upon an agent basically collecting functionally 2 commissions, although I guess the Flyers wouldn't pay him the contract if he doesn't show up. But still, I do think the NHL would probably frown upon that. So my guess is that if Kolosov were to sign a second contract while the Flyers contract is technically active, I would guess he would do that through his Russian agent. That would be my assumption.
If he does this, if he just blows off the Flyers contract completely and signs a new one because he's decided he doesn't like the other one that he signed with his pen,
right?
Can he play in the NHL again? Like, or is he like totally screwed?
I mean, it just comes down to what the NHL
think of
says.
Another, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, the obvious one is Fedotov. Fedotov did sign a contract, and then ultimately, when that contract was up, they terminated what was left of the deal, and then he came over and fulfilled the other contract. Now, obviously, the Fedotov situation was a little bit different. I think like there was what's that? Well again, yes,
yeah.
The NHL contract was still in effect. It was told. And then Fedotov went and signed a KHL contract. Now, yeah, you can make the case that there was coercion there, and probably the NHL took that into account. But purely going by what happened, Fedotov signed a KHL contract while his NHL contract was still in effect, and now he's in the NHL. So really, it just comes down to what the NHL wants to do. In theory, yes, I guess the NHL could refuse to accept a new contract from Kolosov because they feel like he did them wrong. But my guess is that, like, if the Flyers are okay with it, in the end, the NHL will just be like, okay, it's fine, don't worry.
Probably depends on how good he is.
I don't think they're going to kick Kolosov out of the NHL forever if he signs a contract with KHL. It's just going to be a controversy like it was with Fedotov.
We all silly like the mayor.